Welcome to the must-have series where me, the goofball, goes on Amazon and look for highly rated accessories for us to actually purchase. Well, I should say I purchase, but we look at them and see if they're any good. And today's product that we'll be featuring is the Nintendo Switch OLED. So aside from the basics like the screen protector and case, which I'll have linked in the description, we're gonna go ahead and look at the other stuff, the useful accessories that will actually enhance the overall gaming experience of playing with the OLED Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and go on our computer and go on Amazon and see what type of accessories we can find. And hopefully they're good, or else we'll end up trashing them. So like always, let's go ahead and go on Amazon and start our day off from on here. Now the 8BitO unlimited Bluetooth controller it's a controller that I've been seeing all over the internet making headlines on a lot of reviewers and stuff like that. Well, here it is. It's $70. This is non-sponsored. Comes available in black and white. And the cool thing about this controller that separates it from the Nintendo official Pro controller is there's an anti-drift protection for the joysticks. So if you have experience with the Phantom Drift or whatever it's called, these controllers are specifically designed and engineered so they could definitely handle wear and tear. So since our OLED Nintendo is white, we're gonna go ahead and add the white one to our shopping cart. And here's the ultimate Bluetooth controller, compatible to not just on the Switch, but also Windows PC as well, Windows 10. Controller itself feels very satisfying to press and very similar to like the Nintendo Pro controller, to be honest. And color contrast wise, they're almost neck and neck, but from a far distance, they look almost 100% identical. Now, something I did fail to mention is there is paddles, and I believe these buttons are actually programmable. And more things that this comes with is the docking station, which, from my understanding, this portion actually has a receiver, which goes on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and play some games, pair these up, and give you my feedback. All right, so quick review of the 8BitO. This thing is actually really phenomenal. The Ultimate is actually the go-to because you do have a switch right here, which allows you to quickly switch between Bluetooth mode or the 2.4 gigahertz. And this is fully compatible that you don't have to actually have your Nintendo Switch dock in order to operate the controller. And then in addition to that, this controller itself actually has a feature that not even the Nintendo Pro controller has, and that is the capability to update the controller, as this can receive firmware updates. Because there is a third-party app, it's optional to download, but by downloading this gives you the capability to remap every button, including eliminate dead zones on the joystick, but you can actually remap the back buttons to do other things, almost like the Elite controller or the PlayStation equivalent controller that has paddle shifters on the back. This kind of has that, and it's super grippy and comfortable, solid. I like the docking station. This is definitely a must-have Extreme Pro controller, I will describe it, for the Nintendo Switch. Oh, and you could create custom profiles on the controller itself. The LED indicator right here will actually show you that, and down here will show you the player 1 LED or player 2 LED stats right here. Almost forgot about that. Now this next one is an ad that I saw on social media, and that is by Newfie. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I actually have their keyboards, but I was actually wild on this accessory because if you go on the accessories section on their website, there's this foreign grip for the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. And what it looks like, it's a nice advanced version of this, but more ergonomic due to the fact that you could open it up. So for $16 roughly, we're gonna go ahead and add this cart because this actually seems like it's a good product. I love how they have to specify that the Joy-Con is not provided. No duh, add the cart. And then this is what $16 will get you. Oh, they include silicones. I'm not going to be using that, but that's not a bad add-on. And the unit itself is this thing. Oh, wow. This thing is actually pretty sturdy. Oh, minus that clicking noise. But it is using steel to reinforce everything, so it's not going to cause any issues. Let's just get the Joy-Cons out of our Switch. Attaches just like so. The LED does transmit through, and if we want to, should be able to power up our Nintendo Switch from here. Yeah. No, what am I doing? It's not an iPad. Make the other one. Matter of seconds, it connects. And the cool thing is you don't have to have it open. You could just close it to your own personal preference. Yeah, not bad. No complaints here. I like the fact you could just attach it and just store it away this way if you like to. So it's definitely more comfortable, really. This is not a bad $16 accessory. And then to release, just press on the original release button and it comes out like so. Not so much of a must-have, but if you rely on this mode a lot and you're looking for something more ergonomic, yeah, this is not a bad choice to go with. Probably not going to use the silicone grips, but they do provide some type of grip as well, additional grip as well. Now the GENKI, or I believe I'm pronouncing it right, Converter Dock Mini. This thing is pretty cool. Again, this is one of those accessories I see it all over the internet. Getting positive reviews, but this is a non-sponsored video. They have an F ranking, which is a red flag. I'm curious if the small dock station is any good. Just look how tiny that is. It's like the same size of the Apple's charging power adapter. If this really does work, this will definitely be an excellent traveling companion, and for only 50 bucks. Now, from my understanding, you do lose some USB function though, that's the thing. So let's go ahead and test it for ourselves and add to cart. And here's that docking station. So this is supposed to be extremely small and also has a back order. So if you order this, expect a small delay, but here it is. It is extremely small. And when compared against the Apple Watch Ultra, yeah, it fits right in the middle of the screen, but it's pretty wide. Let me grab the Apple USB power adapter for comparison. And here it is, almost identical. Just this one, you can actually fill down the little pongs or whatever these things are called. Let's go ahead and plug this in and see how it works. So this is extremely small and I have it plugged in right there. HDMI, USB-C to the Nintendo Switch right there. And I have it running through the HDMI cable above the TV right here. And yeah, it works. Now, the only con is you do lose the USB ports, unfortunately, as well as your Ethernet port. But it's so small and minimum, you don't have to take your Nintendo Switch docking station apart. This is definitely worth it, especially if you travel a lot and you want to do these quick last-minute setups whenever you have friends over in your household. My living room is kind of messy right now. Then I forgot to also mention, it does indeed support 4K. I'm sensing an all-white theme, and this next product is kind of funny. It's like a toaster. It's like a toaster for your Nintendo Switch game cartridges. Hello, what is this? It's lightweight, has a silicone grip, and it's just an accessory for your game cartridge. I mean, technically it protects the bottom, like, connectors. It's really funny reviews. Cute little stocking stuffer. Perfect teensy toaster. This person gave it 1. I'm sorry, I can't read German. And this one's talking about war. I'm concerned. Let's go ahead and add this thing to cart. Also has an F rating. And here's that oddly cartridge toaster thing. Taken out of the packaging. Oh, holds 2. It really is a toaster. So if we take our game cartridge, that's it. It syncs. Oh man, that thing has some launch distance right there. Yeah, that's all there is to it. It's just a toaster for your Nintendo Switch games. Now, the Nintendo Switch did release open access to the Bluetooth, finally. That means you can pair any Bluetooth, wireless earbuds, or headphones even onto the Nintendo Switch. But the only con to this, if you pair like AirPods as a fine example, even though they have a built-in microphone, it does not support it. So you are required to buy a headphone or earbuds that actually are compatible to be used on the Nintendo Switch that allows you to listen into audio as well as communicate in case you're playing with your team on Fortnite as an example. So let's go ahead and look for some wireless earbuds because I prefer wireless earbuds over to here. Headphones easier to travel with. And from my understanding, these Turtle Beach Scout Air are compatible for not just the Nintendo Switch, but Windows, Mac, iPad, and iPhone. It's $100, it has a D rating, but it has an overall decent review, and the majority of people are complaining about the mic quality. So I'll be today's guinea pig, and we're gonna go ahead and add this to cart and see if it's any good by testing out the sound quality, the mic quality, and the distance that it takes before those earbuds disconnect from the Switch. So let's go ahead and add this to cart. So these are not the greatest. I've been having a bunch of troubleshoot problems. I've been having a hard time pairing them to my Nintendo Switch, and upon further inspection, the microphone is not compatible on the Nintendo Switch, so I can't really utilize the microphone to communicate if I'm playing Fortnite or something like that with a team. Well, these are fairly comfortable, but when paired to the Nintendo Switch, they're only able to play audio. So if you have a pair of AirPods, I'll highly recommend using that over these. And then I paid $100 for these. They're on sale right now for $66. And I do like the fact these are compatible to be customizable with the EQ and stuff like that with a third-party app if you download the Turtle Beach app. But I've been having a hard time pairing these to my device because it requires a firmware update. And in addition to that, in order for the firmware update to start, it requires 50% or more battery life that's required for these earbuds to have. And my earbuds, whenever I try doing these, they're above 50%. and I'm unable to do the proper firmware update for these things. So in other words, these are a headache. I do not recommend. I would advise looking into other true wireless earbuds like the Logitech ones, even though they are more expensive. Maybe in the near future, I'll get my hands on these and test them out, see if they're any good. But as of right now, I will stay away from these. And just like that, now you know some great accessories to pick up for your Nintendo Switch OLED. I'll be sure to include links to where you can find them all in the video description down below, as well as timestamps so you could go back and review certain things in case you missed something. And if there's an accessory or a product you want us to review, feel free to also comment down below in the comment section or follow me on Instagram. I'm more active there if you're trying to get a hold of me. Other than that, make sure you are subscribed because I'm working on a setup so we could go live and look at some of these accessories all together in a future live stream. But other than that, if you wish to watch more, check out this video over here, as that is the accessory guide video for the AirPods Pro 2nd Gen. And then that video over there, that's just the video YouTube's recommending specifically for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.